Afternoon to you, our viewers. You're welcome to another wonderful episode of of course, you know it, man. Punch Sports Extra. Yes, you are here. My name is Shegun Odunayo. I have with me one of the regulars, a co-anchor, a co-analyst, and together we'll be giving you the very latest happening in the world of sports. Anytime, Darabola, looking splendid on a Monday morning.
Oh well.
2 days to Christmas.
Oh well. I don't know, but I don't know. I just don't know. You see, you can hear that I don't know is coming out from my mouth this morning.
You definitely
I really,
need to not know.
yes, I really do not know, and I do not want to know. But however, what I know is that it's very, very good to be here. It's always pleasant, to be here with you and and the guys in the studio, and obviously our viewers.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for joining us.
Very quickly, we begin with the front page of your darling Punch Sports Extra. And we are beginning with the shining lights. Yes, the shining Nigerian light over there in European leagues. Wales to start with, but in Turkey, where former King of Africa, Victor Osimhen, his team ended up winning 5-1, and he backed the brace. A fantastic penalty and a slotting. He's on fire. He's not stopping anytime soon, Victor Osimhen.
Very good. I just like the way you ended it. It's not stopping anytime soon. I think, or I want to believe that Napoli will be cheering they're biting their fingers right now and feeling, oh, maybe we didn't do this well with Osimhen, because you naturally feel, oh, okay, in situations like this, the player would, he's against just one player against like an entire club, but then you feel, oh, maybe because of the weight of the issue and everything, you feel that the player would be the one on the receiving end. However, I don't know, maybe it's his PR team. Kudos to his PR team because they managed this pretty well. There was no, online rants like we had seen during the issue with Super Eagles and then the former coach, but there was no online rants. I think he has moved on from that. He's focused squarely on football and he's delivering. He's delivering perfectly for Galatasaray. The goal for him is to win the Turkish league as well as the Europa League. No, what a way to sign out of Galatasaray on the season-long loan. You understand? Yes. And he's had about I think about 15 or thereabouts goal contributions in about 11 to 15 games or thereabouts. Even more. I think more. I think like 10 or 11 goals and then like 5 assists. Marvelous, fantastic. He got a brace, over the weekend. Yeah. That's what you want from a striker of his quality and more actually, because he's a striker that we know that he can deliver when is expected. Exactly. So he's doing fine for himself. I hope he continues that run and I hope he stays injury free until the end of the season.
Talking about a man who is also continuing his own good run as well as that of his club, Atalanta, 11th win on the bounce, and they won 3-2. 9 minutes go there, and somewhere in the second half they got a second goal to lead 2-1, courtesy of Ademola Lookman. The African king is doing kingly activities right there in Italy. It's not stopping anytime soon. With the way he's going, he will definitely end up in the top 3 African bowlers of the year 2025. Yes. As it is going right now, because this present work he's doing now, he's already working for the next Ballon d'Or. He's done with the one for 2024. Yeah. He's in crazy form at the moment. Looks like himself, Victor Osimhen, Mohamed Salah. These guys right now, you can't just write them off. Exactly. Ademola Lookman not stopping it, despite the fact that he has the crown on his head. It looks like he's chasing more.
Exactly, it obviously looks like he's chasing more, and I think that's what you should expect. You don't rest on your laurels when you win. Like he had just won the African Footballer of the Year, Men's African Footballer of the Year. You expect that he's relaxing with the trophy and what have you, but he has continued scoring, and that's what you want from a player like Ademola Lookman. And teams like, I don't know, maybe Arsenal. Some people are tipping United, they are looking out for this guy.
Instead of him leaving his comfort zone, going somewhere else and then going to flop?
I don't think it's his comfort zone. I don't think the Italian league is the comfort zone for him. Because come to think of it, he's had a number of breaks, come to the Super Eagles. He has maintained his form. So I don't think it's about the league in itself. You understand? I think it's about his person. It's about what he stands for. It's about the work he does, his ethics, and what he does, especially, behind the scene. And I'm sure that's what is paying out now, because he said when he was receiving the award, and it was like, 4 years ago he had flopped or something. Do you understand? So it's more, exactly, because he was one of the talents that you'd expect. He's going to go from Everton, and he's going top. But unfortunately, it didn't go as planned. Exactly, nosedive. But even that he didn't crash, he nosedived but did not crash. So I really, really commend what he's doing. I hope that he can continue his form even beyond the league, because it's showing that it's not. I feel that it's not just about the league. You don't say that the Italian league is that simple. Yes, the English Premier League is faster. You
think the Italian league is simple?
No, that's what I'm saying. That you don't say that the Italian league is simple. Okay. You understand? Because you have the likes of talents like Tammy Abraham. They can't replicate the form that they started with. And
when they are still flopped.
Exactly. I won't say that he has flopped.
Tammy has been.
I won't say that he has. I won't say that he has flopped
so far,
but he has not lived to. Yeah, no. So I want to be mild. I want to be mild with my choice of word. I want to be mild with my choice of words.
That doesn't be realistic.
Yes, I'm being realistic too by saying that he has not lived to expectation. But I don't want to use the word flop. I don't want to use the word flop. Well, whatever you choose to say, but I do not want to use the word flop. Okay. Yes, you can say that he has flopped because he has what it takes to to be one of the best strikers in the Italian Serie A. What it takes, yes, he has what it takes to be, because he has, and he was working under. He was under one of the arguably one of the best coaches in this era, Jose Mourinho.
That first
in Roma
was his best.
Exactly. So
and even his best is not as good as. You can compare. His best was not as good as
yes, but I personally just do not want to use the word flop. I'm not saying that
he has not flopped, but you don't want to say he has flopped.
Whatever you say, Shegun, it's fine by me.
You don't want to say he has flopped.
Whatever you say, Shegun, it's fine by me. It's fine by me.
Alright, Ademola Lookman on fire, Victor Osimhen on fire. This fire is not going off anytime soon. Very quickly, to a place where fire has gone down, and it looks like there's no fire at all in that club and anywhere in that city as far as football is concerned. Manchester City, Haaland has said, the Viking, Erling Haaland has said, take the blame off Pep Guardiola, put the blame on me. Akon 2024 Haaland is putting the blame on himself, and his manager has come out to now say, no. The blame does not belong to you. They are not servicing you as well as they should have serviced you. Put the blame on me. Everyone's looking for who to collect the blame.
Well, they should keep, tossing it like ping pong or table tennis. They should keep on, they should keep tossing it. But they need to remember something. Hold on, Shegun. Okay. They need to remember something, that while they are playing ping pong on who to blame, who you shouldn't blame, Liverpool is somewhere atop the EPL summit.
Running away from the blame.
Exactly. With Mohamed Salah scoring easily. You understand? However, if you want me to put the blame on anybody, I do not care. Sincerely, I really do not care. And it's not.
Anybody can take the blame.
Yes, they should, as long as they continue losing. The sad part is that I'm not a bad person, but the sad part is that it's rubbing off on the other side of Manchester. But it's sad to see.
Bringing the blame there.
Yeah, that's what I'm going by. I said it's sad to see. It's sad to watch that the formidable Pep Guardiola team that gave Real Madrid a run for their money. Madrid,
it's about 10 or 11 losses now in the last 12, 13 games.
Exactly.
He has won just once.
It's bad.
Wow, it's really
bad. But I don't know what's going on.
Nobody knows what's going on. Despite the fact that City are on a losing spree, you really can't rule them out of the league yet. How true is that?
Well, if you were some seasons ago, let's say 2, 3, 4 seasons ago, or even last season, you could say that. You know why? They did not lose this amount of games on consecutively. They did not lose this amount of games. In short, in the entire season, you could count how many matches they lost. You could say maybe they lost, maybe they were defeated maybe 2, 3 times.
They might probably lose 1, 2, and then they come back.
Exactly, and then the next 10 games they have their 3 points. 3 points. Exactly, their 3 points. But unlike last season, this is a new season. This season is looking like a dream actually, because you don't expect Liverpool to be, they are not runaway league leaders yet, not just yet, because they still have a team like Chelsea, who is, have been. Hold on. Don't say that. So Chelsea have been. Oh, no, of course, you know where that is coming from now. They are trying to, the coach is trying. Maresca is trying to put pressure off his team. Yeah. So by the time we get to the running, then we will know who and who is not in the race. Obviously, we know that as it stands, Chelsea are stylishly, even if they say that they are not, they are stylishly in the race for the league.
All right. Quick one. Leaving the blame guys now, going to the other side of Manchester, the red side. Their star boy has not been playing. He has actually not even been on the bench. One of the highest paid players there at Manchester United. I think he earns about $350,000. Sorry, £350,000 every blessed week. Some people just need just one. His weekly wages, just one is enough. But a good one for him. It's on our front page. It looks like his girlfriend has dumped him again. There was a time on this show that Anyton said anytime himself and his girlfriend have issues, he's always having a bad form. Now it looks like it's not even a breakup; it's a complete dump.
Oh well, I don't know if you are speaking from.
I was quoting you.
You are quoting me.
You said anytime they have.
But I didn't say it was a complete dump. I never remembered.
No, what we have on our front page is that.
Oh yeah, obviously.
So, and you said that our glory was affecting his.
I did not. So please. I think you need to be careful.
You said anytime she leaves.
I think you really need to be careful. With your choice of words.
Wait,
especially when it comes to, especially when it comes to somebody's relationship.
Did you say anytime?
I was not there when they were serving themselves breakfast.
But did you say anytime she leaves?
You need to really.
On his own.
Oh well, I think that's like a general what's the word now? It's something out there in the public that we know that anytime that it seems that they have issues, it affects Marcus Rashford. I don't know, maybe because of his person, it affects him even on the pitch.
This is mental health.
I don't think so. I'm not a doctor. I'm not, so I don't know.
I was asking it, like, is his mental health?
I can't give you that answer. So please don't drag me into, what I do not know. However, what I can tell you is that yes, we've seen a couple of seasons that Marcus Rashford has been affected, by what is happening behind the scene, what is happening off the pitch, especially when it comes to, between him and his girlfriend. However, there's no I don't know, he has never come out publicly to say that, oh, this is why, he's off form, is, here and there with his form. So we just assume, people just assume. So I'm not going to allow you, especially because of the platform that we are bank on, just assumptions. You understand? So, well, it's just something everybody say. You understand? But we don't want to bank on assumptions. However, it is pretty obvious that Marcus Rashford is fed up with Manchester United. Is that a good thing? It's left for him. It's left for him to show us that the problem is not himself, that he is not the problem, that the club is the problem. However, amidst this problem, you have somebody like Amad Diallo, who, I don't know if you had seen Benny McCarthy's recent interview on why they benched Amad Diallo for a couple of times, and they were preferring Anthony over, Amad. And it was like, because Amad and himself, they are close, especially the fact that they are from Africa. He's always coming to him just to, to do just compete on finishings, and the moment he loses, he goes back again and again and again until he ensures that. However, he talked about the fact that Erik ten Hag, the former Manchester United manager, had a relationship with Anthony, and he already knows the capability, what Anthony is capable of, and because of his tactics, he felt that Anthony was in the best position to deliver as expected. Unfortunately, it didn't go as planned for him. Well, we all know how that ended.
So
now,
he lost his job.
Exactly, he had to lose his job. But then, we still have somebody like Bruno Fernandes. There's a way he pronounced his name, Bruno Fernandes. Yes, he pronounces his name in the way. Yeah. So there's somebody like Bruno Fernandes. There's somebody like what's his name now, Alejandro Garnacho. And there's somebody like, amidst this chaos in Manchester United, you still have a certain player like Ugarte, who has really transformed from how he started really bad, but he's looking like a top a pivotal player in the squad. Now, is Manchester United the problem? It is left for us to see where is what's his name now, Marcus Rashford, going to end. Personally, I don't know. However, I'm going to say that the timing of, his interview was wrong. Pretty much wrong. Yeah, you could say, oh, well, somebody set the precedent for that in person of Cristiano Ronaldo. But then, yeah, and even Sancho did not grant an interview.
Yeah, but
Sancho only tweeted, out, which I think he deleted the tweet. However,
already passed across.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I feel that for what's his name now, Amorim, to say that it wasn't a disciplinary, decision, that why he had to, just drop Marcus Rashford and what's his name now, Garnacho. Exactly. It shows that there's room for, patching. Something must have happened. He couldn't just have woke up, all of a sudden and, just
take action.
Take the action. Because these are his guys. I think Marcus Rashford scored the first goal of the Amorim era, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And
in the first 2 games, he was really
exactly hot. So there must have been something. Yeah, give Rashford the benefit of the doubt and whatever. But you could hear from what Amorim has been saying in 1 or 2 or 3 interviews after Marcus Rashford's explosive interview that this is when he said new challenge, he said, oh yes, this is a new challenge. He has never spoken like Rashford is out of his squad or is out of the plan.
Yeah.
You understand? And he even say, oh, if you have issues with me dropping you from the lineup, why not just see the manager and talk about it? That looks like a matured thing to do. Alejandro Garnacho did not go to the press. I'm glad he did not, because that would have pretty much ended his Manchester United career. And then, the coach just said, oh well, he's angry with me because I dropped him. And he said that's what he expects from a player like that. So, however, he's a grown man. He's 27, if I'm not mistaken, and he knows what he's doing. He obviously knew what he was doing before he granted the interview. However, is he expecting to get the same, outcome like Cristiano Ronaldo? We'll wait to see, because it doesn't look like Manchester United will have to let him go anytime soon, especially in January, because he has put the club in a very difficult position to even sell him. Now, the bargaining power looks like it's off the club. You understand? And his form exactly. So he looks
doing well, and he's a high earner.
Exactly. Yes, letting him go would, ease the financial burdens, because they have to cough out about £350,000 every week for him. Yeah, well, maybe deservedly so. You don't know, but it's going to be really, really difficult. It's going, especially because of the fact that he's, a homegrown talent. So it's going to be pretty difficult. I hope it doesn't, end up in another saga. Exactly. Yeah, I hope it doesn't end up in another saga. But if you were to leave, it's fine by.
I love when Inter speaks about Manchester United. You can feel the zeal, you can feel the passion, you can feel the energy, you can feel the vigor via which he does all of this. It's understandable.
Permit me. Permit me. Last week when Manchester United, was it last week now, when Manchester United defeated Manchester City, we didn't have the show. But it looks like, it's an opportunity for you, because, Manchester United lost. It's so that you can just hammer in your usual banter. But you are free. You are free.
It is well.
You are free.
One of our in-house colleagues here. It is well. Very quickly, we move away from the front page of Punch Sports Extra. You can get all of the juicy stories that we've read out, analyzed to you now, and quite more from your vendor. Just go out there, grab one while you're eating, while you're walking, while you're sitting down. Of course, not walking, walking somewhere around your house or something. Just enjoy yourself and have a fantastic read. Very quickly, we move into the meat of the show. We'll analyze the games for what they really have. Of course, some of you guys, if not all, should have known this course by now. Manchester United lost to Bournemouth FC at Old Trafford. Not 1, not 2, but 3 goals to nil. The third goal was scored by Antoine Semenyo. Yes, I know, because my FPL bank felt his 8 points. Let's start from there very quickly, Anyton. Let's keep the fire burning.
Yeah.
What happened to Manchester United yesterday?
Oh, well, they lost. It was very, just easy. It was obvious.
There was no
it was obvious.
Back. How? They were just receiving punches from Bournemouth, and they couldn't fight back. Not even 3-2. Not even, let's just struggle, get a goal. Nobody. It was just bam.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. Wow. It's hard to, I can't give excuses for these guys. We can't continue to give excuses for them over and over again, week in, week out. It's sad for them. I think they really need to, sit down, have, a group discussion. Exactly. Have a group discussion and, just discuss things, really, because this is pretty sad.
Good
and especially the fact that, they had to lose 3-0 against Bournemouth. No disrespect to Bournemouth, but you don't lose 3-0 to a team like Bournemouth. Exactly. Manchester United should not lose 3-0 to a team like Bournemouth, especially at Old Trafford. The leakage just continues, to expand. You begin to ask questions. These are the guys that defeated Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. These were the same guys that almost, overturned a 3-goal deficit at what's his name now? The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, they almost. Yeah, although they were, there was a controversial call for the fourth goal, but you still have to blame maybe one or two of the players for the defensive errors that led to the 3 goals. Some of the 3 goals, you understand. And then you now go against Bournemouth, expecting that they are going to bounce back.
Fight.
Exactly, and then they just
like a pack of cards.
Oh well, that's the best explanation.
All right, still sticking with Manchester. I mean, that looks like the losing quarter of England right now. So sad. They lost. Manchester City lost to Unai Emery's Aston Villa 2-1. There was Erling Haaland on the pitch of play.
Obviously.
There was best player of last season, Phil Foden, eventually scoring getting a goal for City. Everybody was around. Ederson. Guys. But Pep Guardiola keeps telling us you can rescue the situation if you give. But the players are not coming back. So, bros, why do we keep hearing this literature review every time?
So it looks like there's like there are trading losses in Manchester presently between Manchester United and Manchester City. However, the worst part of it is that the defending champions Manchester City have lost a number of games in a row, and it is exactly they were 2-0. Villa were 2-0 up at the game, and Manchester City had to score a consolation with from Phil Foden.
Seconds to go.
Yeah, which is very bad. What's his name now? Duran.
Yeah, John Duran.
Yeah, John Duran had the goal disallowed. Yeah. So it would have been 3-0. You understand? I don't want to say it's sad to see because this is football. These are the kind of things that you expect.
City should not stop until he hears, the Europa League turn next season.
That would be interesting. That would be really, really interesting to see Manchester City, in the Europa League. Would Guardiola stay? So some people are already saying that he should have left.
Okay.
Oh no. So well, I've heard that some people have said, that he would be sacked, and some people have, also maintained that he should have actually left when the ovation was high, at the end of the season. But then, you never know. You never know. So we wait to see where this ends. Whether they are going to end up in the Europa League, whether they are going to end up in the Conference League, or whether they are going to end up losing Pep Guardiola. And we do not know what would happen if Guardiola leave Man City. Will the big stars still stay behind? You recall that the likes of Kevin De Bruyne and co, they are at that age, exactly, and they are at that age where it's time to go to Saudi or somewhere like the MLS and just go and cash out. You understand? So.
All right, wait for Manchester United and their losses. Chelsea, the guys that are not in the league race, the battle for the league.
Quotes.
Yeah, in quote now. Couldn't win against Everton. Somebody said, what's his name again? Sean Dyche is the king of playing boom, boom football. And I walked, just boom, 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 the whole thing. And somehow they couldn't go with 3 points, talking about Chelsea.
Yeah, it was interesting to see that Chelsea could not defeat Everton. Struggling Manchester United defeated Everton like I think 3-0 or like 4-0 or thereabouts. But you can't rule out the fact that Everton have they moved on from that a run of defeat, and they where they've been a little bit trying to ensure that they are not entering into the relegation zone.
Yeah.
Because if you recall in the past maybe like 4 or 5 seasons, they've been
16,
struggling.
17.
Exactly, they've been struggling. I hope that this season it won't be the same for them. But it's a good 1 point to get from Chelsea, because Chelsea have been free scoring. Because if you check their last maybe 6-7 games, they've won almost all the games and maybe had just one draw, and they've scored like maybe more than 2-3 goals. You understand? But the fact that they were not able to score against an Everton side who appeared to be maybe struggling, stylishly struggling. No, it's not even stylish. They are struggling. They are struggling. It just goes to show that sometimes you don't need to go all out for 3 points. You just need to settle for a point, because there are some things that if you go all out for 3 points, you expose yourself, at the back, and then you lose everything. So good one from Sean Dyche. I hope that they are able to win other matches that they are expected to win. And maybe, just maybe, they can actually, do one or two when it comes to the what's it called now, the derby between Liverpool and Everton. We are not chasing anything, so there's no help we need anyways.
All right, but very quick one now. Over to the game yesterday. Oh my goodness, it was a rain of goals. 9 goals in total. 9 goals, 6 to Liverpool and 3 on the side of Spurs. If you had anybody from that game yesterday in your FPL, there's a possibility that you will go with points. Of course, for those of us that had Salah, everybody was just scoring, dropping assists and all of that. But this man does not know how to lose. It looks like he has forgotten anything about how to lose. He's about 4 points at the top of the table right now with a game in hand at Christmas. Boom. He's on fire. Interesting.
I think this is what we describe. This is the kind of description you give to when they say a round peg in a round hole. Arne Slot is the perfect fit for that description. He has, I don't know how he has been able to to move on with the players, especially the fact that he has all his guys all together. Yeah. And if you recall, about 2-3 of them have been dropping transfer hints. Yeah. Talk about Mohamed Salah, talk about Virgil van Dijk, talk about Trent Alexander-Arnold. But their performance on the pitch has not dropped.
Hasn't waned.
Amazing. I don't know what he's doing. I think he just needs to
coming to the party.
Exactly.
Alexander McAllister,
Szoboszlai,
Luis
name
Diaz.
Name it.
The only person that is still sleeping is
Darwin
Núñez.
But he has had his own impact in the game, in the team.
He's not bringing his A game to the table like
he's expected. Yes, course, obviously.
Everybody, Van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold,
exactly. I think
Joe Gomez, Alisson, Kelleher. Everybody's coming to the party at Liverpool.
Well, that's what you expect from a team at the top of the Premier League table. That's what you expect. And the fact that they're able to do it with a City not giving them, something to really think about is really nice. It's really nice. I just hope, let's just see where this ends.
Regularly move over to Spain. For the first time in 18 years, Diego Simeone defeated Barcelona right there at their home stadium. 2-1 with virtually the last kick of the game from Solot.
Yes, and I think it looks like a 3-horse race now in the Spanish La Liga. It will be interesting to see if Atletico Madrid can win the league this season. Personally, I would like it if they win. You know why? So, what's his name now? The French player who does the celebration like
Griezmann.
This. Antoine Griezmann should have. He doesn't have. They won the league. He had moved to Barcelona, and by the time he moved back, they were unable to to retain the league. So it will be interesting to see that if they can win, because now they have players like the guy from Manchester City, Alvarez. They have a Conor Gallagher.
Solot.
Exactly, and Solot has been amazing, especially with aerial balls. He's very dangerous with aerial attacks. So let's see how it goes. Is it 3-horse race? Yeah. And Madrid are not I don't know, but let's just see how it goes.
Madrid won yesterday 4-2 against Sevilla. Yeah. Kylian Mbappe came to the party. Rodrigo came to the party. Everybody except, of course, Vinicius, who has a ban because of a card. In Italy, Atalanta is leading right now. There's Napoli somewhere. There's Inter somewhere too. But Atalanta and Ademola Lookman and the rest of his gang are doing great things at the top of La Liga. In Germany, Bayern Munich still leading things right there. Vincent Kompany is leading that company very, very well. We will not leave here without telling you about the biggest boxing bout of the weekend. One of them went home with 100 million and above. I'm talking about 100 million US dollars. I'm talking about another person, but Alexander Usyk winning that fight 116 to 112 according to the 3 judges. It became controversial a bit. Many persons were saying that perhaps it was Fury that won, but hey, the judges gave that fight to Fury. I think I gave it to Fury. So the AI judge equally gave that fight to Alexander Usyk. I beg your pardon. I'm also giving the fight to Alexander Usyk. 60 million, about 60 million and above in dollars for the man that lost. Talk about punches getting you money. Unfortunately, time is not our friend this beautiful Monday afternoon. This is where we're going to draw the curtain. Thank you very much to Anita Rambola for being a part of this package. Thank you very much for coming.
My pleasure.
I'm greeting you especially.